Today I got 5 more pretty awesome knives. Let's see what they're all about. Everybody loves spider course, so let's go with that first. Okay, there goes nothing. Beautiful. Wow, this is a nice, a really big knife. As you can see, it's more like for camping, but also it is for cooking. So if you go camping and you need a really big knife, I wouldn't chop firewood or anything like that, like a bushcrafting knife, but I think that's what it's actually made for, because to me it looks like a bushcrafting knife. The handle quite a bit slick, a Spyderco CPM 4V, Ankerson Sanders, Taichin, Taiwan. Pretty beautiful. And there is your sheath. So next one we got right here, Manix 2 bulk pin. Not really sure how to pronounce those names. Let's see what this one is all about. This one is kind of unique. As you can see, there is a little push button. But this push button is so terribly stiff. I really don't like that design actually. You see? It's not even that smooth of a knife to flick out. There you go. Maybe it doesn't help with these gloves. But the idea of it is just pull on this and it will open and close. The problem though, this little button on the Benchmates, I can hold it and close it with one hand. This one is so tight, I would have to press it on both hands. So I kind of don't like that. As you can see, it's quite tight as well. So the Spyderco STS BD1N Golden, Colorado, USA, Earth. You see this button? It's incredibly tight. So I don't think I'm a big fan of it. You can still open it very nice. Let's see. It's quite tight. It's definitely not like original flippers. This button is so tight. I don't like it. It actually hurted my finger. Not a fan of this knife. Not always we're gonna come across a knife and it's gonna be an amazing knife every time. Okay, let's see what we got here. Made for knives. A little bit more expensive knives. There's a dog tag on them. Anyways, let's see what we got here. One of these little cases in here, and it should have a certificate of authenticity, made on October 27, 2021. Let's see what's about. Ooh, look at that. Beautiful. That's a really big one. Is it a phone flipper? Look like it, but I don't think so. You can still kind of grab it out here, but there's a traditional flipper. This is absolutely a thing. That's why it's kind of hard to flip it open, because it's just so big. But look how smooth that is. Wow. I almost have to help myself. I like it how there's a protection whenever you close it. Let's see. Quite tight, but Med phones known for that. They're gonna smooth out once you use it more often. They kind of come new little stiff. Med for S. Beautiful. The serial number. Check out that little like blue clip. That thing doesn't even lift up much at all. Okay. Anyways, there you go. I cannot open it like that, so have to flick it this way. Absolutely made for tank. Another one. I like it. Also, I think this knife, it goes together with this one. That's a big box. There's a certificate for it. Wow. Check this out. There's the logo. A little scratch on the leather happens. Oh, it's tight. There you go. Wow, that thing is heavy. This is definitely a bushcrafting knife. Look how thick it is. Let's compare it to a spider core. You see the difference? That thing is skinny. It seems to be more like for cooking. That's what reminds me of a cooking knife over here. Versus Med4, this is like a Rambo knife. Check this out. It reminds me of some Counter-Strike knives. You know what I'm talking about? That's so cool. So let's put it next to each other. Check this out. Similar design of a blade. Pretty cool. Oh yeah, this is what it is. Made for USMC. There's a couple screws on the inside, and this one made for S as well. Pretty awesome. This is definitely a really beast of a knife. It's incredibly heavy. Where is it balanced at? Right where you would be holding a finger. That thing is really heavy. There you go. That's why it's balanced. But I'll tell you what, that knife is really hefty. I can't believe it. It's almost like a sword. Look how thick that is. Anyways, we have another tool over here. Why I call it a tool? Because look at that. Jason B. Stout Toolmaker, Martin, Tennessee. That's kind of cool. Look at that design. That's such a beautiful blade. This one is a little bit more vintage, but still, these things sell over $1,000. So smooth. Let's see how it closes. Do you see that? That's insane. I like that knife. Also, I love the handle. Look at that finish. Another tank. Really thick. But again, if you compare to this knife, it's so heavy. Look how thick that is. Wow. You can definitely feel the weight of this thing. Probably could hammer nails with the back of this tool. That's for sure. It's so heavy. Looks like a hammer. It's funny. And compared to that one, Medfors are just known for such a thick knives. I like it. This one is kind of hard to get. Custom knife right here. So a little bit of everything over here. People love Medfors. I don't know if you guys have heard of them. That's like around $650 knives. Spyderco is a little bit cheaper. But you know what? The biggest disappointed in Spyderco. Never seen a Spyderco has a little button like that. But this one particularly, that button is way too tight. So I would rather for it to be not even be there, because it's so tight, it's hard to use it. It's actually hurting my finger pressing on it. I don't know, out of all of this, surprisingly I think this is my favorite. It's so big. Love it. You probably could split firewood with that. I mean, I probably wouldn't ever, but if I had to, this is a nice bushcrafting knife out of all of these big knives.